Hello. Today I'm going to be speaking to you about performance appraisals. Now, imagine with me you are an owner of a small family-owned business. Every year you give an opportunity for your employees to express how they feel that they've been performing and to evaluate how you see their performance and if they are meeting their job description. Now, an employee comes to you and asks for a raise. You're shocked, but because you have not considered this. Now business may be going well. You have no complaints about the employee, and you are creating a budget for the following year. What are you going to say? Now, when you are faced with a choice to grant or deny a request for a salary increase, what are you going to do? This goes along with the performance appraisal topic because employees simply don't just give raises because they were requested. There are many factors to consider when an employee performance is evaluated and how the decision on increasing an employee's raise is to be made. Now, the first question to ask yourself is, why does the employee want a raise? They may be asking based on need or want and desire. These needs may be based on the economy, on additional spendings, medical bills, on anonymous things. And the desires may be because they are needing to spend more on things or saving. Now, you can grant based on this request, or you can consider their performance and judge on what they deserve. Ultimately, you have to decide if you can afford their increase. Now, the ultimate question to ask yourself is, ultimately, the decision that is to be made is how valuable the employee is to the business. Have their work efforts and skill contributed to the success of the business? There are things to look at about the employee that will help you determine this question. Has the employee gone out of their way to increase their skill? Have they sought additional training and spent extra time? Can you see their growth in current tasks? Are they contributing to the success of the team? If you can answer these questions with certainty, you will know that they either deserve or don't deserve a raise. Once you've determined these questions, the question is, how much? All of these will lead you to evaluate the employee's productivity. When you see that the employee is productive, you will know if they truly deserve the raise. Now, if you look at an employee that you currently have and you see how much you are paying them, you'll be able to evaluate if their salaries compare. Another way to evaluate if they are getting a just pay is based on competitors. Maybe their salary is below par and equity level. This may automatically lead you to the conclusion of increasing their salary. Ultimately, once you have decided their productivity and value to your team, you will justify your response. Now, another question to raise is, can you afford the increase? Once you decide this, you will be able to give a clear explanation for your answer and lead them to hopes of a future raise, or lead them to to a place elsewhere. Ultimately, if you want how well are they performing and how much do they mean to your team. Now, if you decide not to give them a raise because their performance standards are found to not be met and their job description is not fully up to par, then you have another way of leading them in a positive review. The important thing to remember is how to respond in a positive manner. Whether you cannot give their request based on your ability to pay because of the budget cycle and your inability from expenses, or because their performance are not up to standard, it is important to develop a clear plan of how to get their needs met in the future. One way of doing this is to developing a timeline for improvement for the next budget cycle. When they can clearly assess that you are caring about their needs and about their well-being, they will be satisfied to know that there is hopes for a raise in the future with an increase in their productivity or with the creation of the new budget cycle. With this, they will plan on working harder and developing what they need to accomplish this, making them a better employee and you a more successful business. Thank you.